Hello, good morning friends and welcome to Gigi's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you a quick and easy way to make the best chicken curry. Are you ready? Let's do it. So what I have here is about 5 pounds of chicken thighs with bones, fresh and all natural chicken thighs. So I'm going to skin this and cut them into small pieces first. So I'm going to show you how I cut them. So I remove the skin and then cut off those fat. I cut them in 6 pieces, small pieces. So there you go, 6 pieces. One thigh is 6 pieces. That's how you cut. So I finished cutting the chicken and washed them about 5 times. See how clear the water is. And I use fresh onion, ginger, garlic, and tomato. So 1 whole onion, about a thumb size of ginger, and 5 pieces or 5 cloves of garlic, and a medium size of tomato. So onion, garlic, ginger, and tomatoes washed and sliced thinly. Onion, garlic, ginger, and tomatoes. So for the spices, I use 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, organic turmeric powder. This is the only spice I don't make it at home because I haven't found any dried turmeric anywhere. So if you guys know where to get them, let me know. So I buy organic turmeric powder from the local store, and then the company name is Simply Organic, and then it's no preservative added or anything like that, just simply organic turmeric. I buy that. 2 tablespoons of freshly grinded chili powder, 1.5 tablespoons of freshly grinded coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of freshly grinded garam masala, and 1 teaspoon of mustard seeds. That's how much spices that you need for about 5 pounds of chicken thighs with bones. So you know, bone weigh a lot, so it's not actually, the meat is not actually 5 pounds. So just remember that. So let's do this. So when your pot is hot, add 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. You could substitute the coconut oil with olive oil. For baking and grilling olive oil, you could use that too. But I use coconut oil because I like the taste of the coconut oil. So when the oil is hot, you're going to add the teaspoon of mustard seeds. And you're going to hear them popping. When it's completely popped, lower the heat and then add ginger and garlic. And sprinkle some salt so it will saute it faster. So when your ginger and garlic is like halfway cooked, you add your onion. So this is kind of ready to add the onion. Add the onion. And saute it until everything is almost brown, slightly brown, not completely brown. And you also add some curry leaves, a pinch of curry leaves, a little more. And I just told you the secret about the medicine bottle in the salmon curry video. Change the heat to medium and then cook it until it's slightly brown. If I didn't grind the pepper pods and coriander seeds, this is the time I go and grind it. It's only take like a minute. This is ready. Now you add the tomatoes. So make sure the tomatoes are well done before you add the spices. So this is ready to add the spices. Onion, ginger, garlic, everything is sauteed, almost brown, and then the tomato is cooked. Over the heat and add spices. Again, these are already roasted, so I don't need to roast the spices again. So just mix it. And you don't need to add any water because the chicken has enough water to cook. So I'm going to add the chicken. So you just mix it very well. Sprinkle a little more salt. Then mix it very well. And change the heat to medium. So now cover it and cook it. So when you cook chicken, you don't add any water, especially in the beginning, because when the meat gets, especially thighs, get heated, it releases fat and water. That will be enough to cook the chicken. But if you need a lot of gravy or something like that, you could add water after you released or it's almost cooked. But don't add cold water. Always add boiled water with almost cooked meat. Because when you add cold water, it's immediately reduces the heat, which is not good for the meat. It doesn't taste the same. And then not only that, instead of releasing the water, it might work opposite way. It might absorb water, which is not good. So if you need more gravy at the almost cooked meat, add boiled water, not cold water. So also, if you like really dark color, also add like a teaspoon or tablespoon of paprika if you would like. I don't use paprika. So the meat released enough water to cook the chicken. You see that? So our chicken is almost ready. It's been about 40 minutes now. So I'm going to wait like another minute or two. So it always depends on how much gravy that you want. I like the gravy thickened, not loose. So it took about 45 minutes to cook it. And then let's check our chicken. See, this is how I like it. Thickened gravy, not a lot of gravy. And look at the color. So this is ready. So it's been about 45 minutes. So I'm going to turn it off. So let's taste this. You could eat the chicken curry with any type of carbs that you like. I'm eating it with some rice and veggies. So let's taste this. Taste our chicken curry. Delicious. Enough spices, enough salt. The meat is so tender. Absolutely delicious. I love it. You should try this. It is so delicious. Chicken thighs. My whole family like chicken thighs with bone. So that's why I always use chicken thigh. And also, like I mentioned before, chicken thigh has lots of fat and enough water to cook the entire chicken, so you don't add water. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know by commenting this video. And if you like this video, please share it with your friends and also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Just Giji YouTube channel, and visit my website, justgiji.com. I'll be back with another video soon. Until then, see you and bon appetit.